英文查经班
BSG-Bible Study Group
与神相处，了解神的心意。让我们每天一起来享受这15分钟的奇妙读经时刻吧。今日经文，聆听上帝对你说话，向神敞开心灵，求神亲自引导。
Support and unity. Hey, did you read about Moses in Exodus 17? It's quite inspiring how he got support from his friends.
Oh, really? Tell me more.
Well, when Moses couldn't keep his hands up any longer, he sat down on a rock instead of a comfortable chair. And when he couldn't hold his hands up, his friends helped him by lifting his hands. Moses, a man of God, was willing to accept help from Aaron and Hur. It's a reminder that we shouldn't be afraid to ask for help, just like how we also support others. We're all part of one body, after all.
That's true. Sometimes, pride stops us from seeking assistance, but Moses showed that even great leaders need support. It's like in our lives, we all have our strengths and weaknesses.
Exactly. Just as Moses relied on his friends, we can lean on each other for strength and encouragement. And it's a beautiful example of unity within a community.
Lessons from Moses' uplifted hands. Exodus 17 illustrates the significance of Moses' uplifted hands in the battle against the Amalekites. The story unveils the dynamics of prayer, perseverance, and divine intervention. As Moses raised his hands with the staff of God, Israel gained the upper hand. Conversely, when his hands grew weary and lowered, the Amalekites prevailed. It teaches a profound lesson about unity and interdependence. The uplifted hands symbolize the importance of sustained prayer and reliance on God's strength, echoing the reality that even the most promising endeavors encounter setbacks. The fluctuating nature of the battle mirrors life's journey, where success and disappointment are intertwined. Amidst the divine warfare, Moses' occasional weariness reminds us of the human struggle and the essentiality of ongoing supplication.
今日经文，聆听上帝对你说话，向神敞开心灵，求神亲自引导。
The whole Israelite community set out from the desert of Sin, traveling from place to place as the Lord commanded. They camped at Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. So they quarreled with Moses and said, "Give us water to drink." Moses replied, "Why do you quarrel with me? Why do you put the Lord to the test?" But the people were thirsty for water there, and they grumbled against Moses. They said, "Why did you bring us up out of Egypt to make us and our children and livestock die of thirst?" Then Moses cried out to the Lord, "What am I to do with these people? They are almost ready to stone me." The Lord answered Moses, "Go out in front of the people. Take with you some of the elders of Israel and take in your hand the staff with which you struck the Nile, and go. I will stand there before you by the rock at Horeb. Strike the rock, and water will come out of it for the people to drink." So Moses did this in the sight of the elders of Israel. And he called the place Massah and Meribah because the Israelites quarreled and because they tested the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord among us or not?" Exodus 17 verses 1-7 NIV.
Lessons from striking the rock. Exodus 17 narrates the episode of Israel's complaints and Moses striking the rock to bring forth water. The incident sheds light on the complexities of leadership and ingratitude. As the Israelites faced thirst, their discontentment escalated, reaching a critical point where they contemplated stoning Moses. This marked the pinnacle of their rejection of leadership. Moses, reflecting on their reaction, likely recalled the initial skepticism he faced upon his arrival, Exodus 5 verse 21. Notably, figures like Christ, Stephen, and Paul encountered similar challenges, often from those they served. This account underscores the dangers of ingratitude and lack of faith, which can blind individuals to the blessings they possess, potentially resulting in the loss of greater blessings. The incident serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the need for gratitude, trust, and humility in our journey of faith.
The Amalekites came and attacked the Israelites at Rephidim. Moses said to Joshua, "Choose some of our men and go out to fight the Amalekites. Tomorrow I will stand on top of the hill with the staff of God in my hands." So Joshua fought the Amalekites as Moses had ordered, and Moses, Aaron and Hur went to the top of the hill. As long as Moses held up his hands, the Israelites were winning, but whenever he lowered his hands, the Amalekites were winning. When Moses' hands grew tired, they took a stone and put it under him and he sat on it. Aaron and Hur held his hands up, one on one side, one on the other, so that his hands remained steady till sunset. So Joshua overcame the Amalekite army with the sword. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Write this on a scroll as something to be remembered and make sure that Joshua hears it, because I will completely blot out the name of Amalek from under heaven." Moses built an altar and called it "The Lord is my banner." He said, "Because hands were lifted up against the throne of the Lord will be at war against the Amalekites from generation to generation. Exodus 17 verses 8 to 16 NIV.
Triumph through trials, conquering Amalek. This episode highlights the interplay of internal conflicts and external battles. Israel's journey was marred by both their contentious exchanges with Moses, and now a confrontation orchestrated by God against the Amalekites. Such external conflicts often mirror internal discord, dissension, and unrighteousness. Joshua led the charge against the Amalekites, foreshadowing Christ's role as our ultimate victor. Just as Joshua secured victory for Israel, Christ secures spiritual victory for believers. In him, we find strength and inexhaustible power. The story reminds us that even amid trials, God's purposes prevail, and his chosen leaders become vessels for triumph. For the importance of unity, obedience, and reliance on God's strength to overcome the adversities we encounter on our journey of faith.
字汇与句子。今日读到的，我们温故而知新。
Conversely, when his hands grew weary and lowered, 相反的，当他的手变得疲惫下垂时 ，unity and interdependence, 团结和相互依赖 ，echoing the reality that even the most promising endeavors encounter setbacks. 呼应了即使是最有前途的事业也会遭遇挫折的现实。The fluctuating nature of the battle mirrors life's journey. 战斗的波动性反映了生活的旅程。Moses' occasional weariness reminds us of the human struggle and the essentiality of ongoing supplication. 摩西偶尔的疲劳提醒我们人性的挣扎，以及持续的祈求的重要。They quarreled with Moses. 与摩西争闹。The complexities of leadership and ingratitude, 领导和忘恩负义的复杂性。Their discontentment escalated, 他们的不满情绪升级。This marked the pinnacle of their rejection of leadership, 这标志着他们对领导的拒绝达到了高潮。 Initial skepticism he faced upon his arrival, 他刚到时所面临的怀疑 underscores the dangers of ingratitude and lack of faith, 强调了忘恩负义和缺乏信心的危险 completely blot out the name of Amalek from under heaven, 将亚玛力的名号从天下全然涂抹 Israel's journey was marred by both their contentious exchanges with Moses, 以色列的旅程不仅受到与摩西的争吵的影响 Find strength and inexhaustible power, 找到刚强和不竭的力量
Conversely. On the other hand, inversely. Similarly, likewise. She believed that exercise was good for her health. Conversely, she also enjoyed indulging in sweets. Endeavor. Strive, attempt. Neglect, abandon. Despite the challenges, he continued to endeavor in pursuing his dreams. Fluctuating. Variable, changing. Constant, steady. The stock market has been experiencing fluctuating prices for the past month. Occasional. Infrequent, sporadic. Frequent, regular. She only takes occasional trips to the countryside to relax. Quarrel. Argument, dispute. Agreement, harmony. The neighbors had a heated quarrel about the noise late at night. Ingratitude. Unappreciativeness, thanklessness. Gratitude, appreciation. Despite all she had done for him, his ingratitude hurt her deeply. Escalate. Intensify, heighten. De-escalate, decrease. The conflict between the two countries continued to escalate despite diplomatic efforts. Pinnacle. Peak, summit. Nadir, bottom. His dedication and hard work led him to the pinnacle of his career. Skepticism. Doubt, distrust. Belief, certainty. Her skepticism about the new product's claims made her hesitant to purchase it. Contentious. Controversial, disputable. Agreeable, amicable. The topic of climate change is highly contentious among scientists and policymakers. Inexhaustible. Limitless, endless. Finite, limited. Her enthusiasm for learning seemed inexhaustible. She always wanted to explore new topics.
Vary. 变动，波动 Fluctuating prices, 价格波动 Fluctuating demand, 需求变动 Fluctuating exchange rates, 汇率波动 Change. 变化，变动 Fluctuating temperatures, 温度变化 Fluctuating conditions, 状况变动 Fluctuating trends, 趋势变动 Shift. 变动，转变 Fluctuating market, 市场变动 Fluctuating economy, 经济变动 Fluctuating circumstances, 状况转变 Oscillate. 震动，波动Oscillating pattern, 震动模式 Oscillating movement, 震动运动 Oscillating behavior, 震动行为
Increase. 提高，升级 Escalate prices, 提高价格 Escalate tensions, 升级紧张局势 Escalate conflict, 升级冲突Intensify. 加强，强化 Escalate efforts, 加强努力 Escalate security, 强化安全 Escalate pressure, 加大压力。Boost 促进、增强。Escalate productivity 促进生产力。Escalate sales 增加销售。Escalate morale 提高士气。Elevate 提升、提高。Escalate status 提升地位。Escalate position 提高职位。Escalate performance 提高表现。Doubt 怀疑、疑虑。Skepticism towards 对的怀疑。Healthy skepticism 健康的怀疑。Skepticism about 对的疑虑。Disbelief 不信、怀疑。Skepticism about 对的怀疑。Widespread skepticism 广泛的怀疑。Disbelief in 对的不信。Mistrust 不信任、怀疑。Deep mistrust 深切不信任。Mutual mistrust 互相不信任。Mistrust of authority 对权威的不信任。Suspicion 怀疑、猜疑。Suspicion of fraud 诈骗的怀疑。Suspicion of foul play 不正当行为的怀疑。Under suspicion 受到怀疑。
Discontentment 不满。Resentment 怨恨。Disgruntled 不满的。Dissatisfaction 不满。Bitterness 苦涩、怨恨。Displeasure 不满。Malaise 不适、不满。Chagrin 懊恼、不满。Disaffection 不满。Discontent 不满。Frustration 挫折、不满。Animosity 敌意、不满。Grudge 怨恨、不满。Ire 愤怒、不满。Enmity 敌意、不满。Perturbation 不安、不满。Dismay 沮丧、不满。Alienation 疏远、不满。Disappointment 失望、不满。Rancor 怨恨、不满。Do everything without grumbling or arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God without fault in a warped and crooked generation. Then you will shine among them like stars in the sky. Philippians chapter 2。凡所行的，都不可发怨言，起争论，使你们无可指摘，诚实无畏，做神无瑕疵的儿女，在这弯曲悖谬的世代中，显在世上，好像明光照耀。腓立比书。Complaining is an unexamined thought form. When you stop identifying with it, inner stillness arises. Eckhart Tolle。不满是思想的幻觉，当你停止执着于它，内心的宁静便会出现。艾克哈特·托尔。
读经祷告，就在祷告的时候，我们能够感受到他的同在和安慰。用敬虔、谦卑和专注的心，神会听到并回应我们的祷告。祷告默想你的回应，并献上心志。
Almighty God, our rock and provider. As in the wilderness of Rephidim, you quenched the thirst of your people, I beseech your unwavering guidance in my arid moments. Just as you commanded Moses to strike the rock for water, may you open the streams of your grace upon me. When I am weary and faltering, be my strength like Aaron and Hur who upheld Moses' hands. Lord, let my challenges be opportunities for you to reveal your steadfast support. In the battles I face, let your presence be my victory. Amen.
全能的神，我们的磐石和供应者，就如在利非订的旷野，您满足了您的子民的口渴，我恳求您在我干旱的时刻给予坚定的指引。正如您命令摩西击打磐石以取水，愿您在我身上展示您恩典的溪流。当我疲惫且软弱时，愿您成为我的力量，如同亚伦和户珥扶持着摩西的手。主啊，让我的困难成为您展示坚定支持的机会。在我所面临的战斗中，愿您的同在成为我的胜利。Amen。
诚挚感谢您今日的参与，不要忘记以言语或行为来分享你今日的领受。我们明天再见。